Assalamu alaikum. I am Sumaya Yasmin and my student ID is 232154141. Today we are presenting a presentation. Our presentation topic is information gathering for system analysis. Next slide. Our presentation is presented to Israt Jahan ma'am and our presentation is presented by Istiak Arafat Arnob, Sumaya Yasmin, it's me, Talha bin Shahid, Meher Nigar and Mohua. Next slide. Here is the learning goals. First, strategy and sources. It's identify information sources and methods. Searching and interviewing. It's a technique for effective information interval. Consensus buildings. It's in formatting requirements through agreements. Next slide, please. Now, let's look at the key information sources we can rely on. First, we have system users. These are the people who interact with the systems daily, so they can provide direct and practical insights. Next, manual and rules. These include procedure manuals and rule books that outline how things should be done. Third, forms and documents. These are existing organizational paperwork that gives us structural information. Finally, reports and programs, which include organizational reports and any existing computer programs. These help us understand the current processes and performance. Together, these sources give us a complete picture for effective analysis and decision making. Next slide, please. Now, let's look at some of the crucial tools we use for information gathering. First one is literature review. This involves analyzing existing procedure or politics and forms to understand how these are currently structured. It gives us a strong foundation before moving forward. Next, we have on-site observation. This means directly observing operations in real time. By doing this, we can identify gaps, influences, and areas of improvement that may not be visible on paper. Finally, interviews and questionnaire are essential for direct communication with stakeholders. Through this, we can gather first-hand insights, options, and feedbacks, which helps us better understand real needs and challenges. Together, these three methods interview, literacy review, on-site observation, and stakeholder communication form a complete and reliable approach to information gathering. That's in from me. Now I would like to call my next team member, Arnab.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Ishtiaq Arafat Arnob. My ID is 2321511. My presentation topic is interview techniques. The advantages of interview. The advantages of interview are vast. Interview is good for exploring new areas. It provides better validity. It captures both verbal and non-verbal clues. It is useful for complex topics, and it keeps the participants engaged. The drawbacks of the interview. Interview requires a long presentation time, which is very boring, and it is risk for the observer bias, and it can be time consuming, and it may be discomfort for the participants, because many of them can become shy or will be discomfort on sharing their thoughts. That's why. The planning and the techniques of interview. Planning. We will have to list interviews and the order. We will have to prepare question in advance. We will have to plan the multiple sessions if needed. We will have to group interview when it is necessary. The techniques. We will have to schedule and assign proper time before we will have to approach the interviewee, and we will have to review the background material. We will have to state the purpose clearly to the interviewee, and we will have to be punctual and attentive. We will have to collect both qualitative and quantitative data, and we will have to confirm the understanding of the interviewee, and we will have to summarize and brief the responses from the interview. Mastering the interview technique. we'll have to prepare before the interview. We'll have to plan the questions and list the people of the interviews, and we'll have to review the background. Execution. We'll have to schedule properly, and we'll have to be punctual, and we'll have to pay attention to the interviews. We will have to clarify the doubts and summarize the points and confirm the understanding. Interviews are very powerful tools for gathering detailed insights, but they require proper planning, execution, and follow-up to be effective. Thank you so much. That was all about my topic. Now I would like to invite my next image.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Ashfaq Jahan Muhu. My ID last three digit is 968. Now I will talk about reviewing documentation. Reviewing documentation means evaluating existing and literature procedure and from the understand the current process and identify any gap. There are some important things to check. User importance and how critical the document it is to users work and workflow in a information completeness, whether it include all necessary details. Department reach, which department are using it and why. Readability and impact, if it is easy to flow and help in decision making. By analyzing this point, there we make a document more useful and reliable. Next, I will discuss on-site observation. In this method, we will directly observe how a system or process works in real life. What is the system type and function, and who run and who are the important people, and what is its necessary history and development, how does it respond in crisis and emergencies. However, there are also some challenges. For example, our presence may cause adverse reaction. It is difficult to observe attitude and understand motivation. Sometimes we spend a long and productive hours waiting for a specific event. So while on-site observation give us a real and practical insight, we also need to be careful about these challenges. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Talha Misad from Daffodil International University. My ID is 232-15838. Today my topic is questionnaires about the boat reach. There is the lot of uses about the boat reach. The key uses is first one is statistical data collection, and also the large number of respondent, and also economical less skill needed, also the ensure the question uniformity. And there are a lot of practices about the boat reach. The best practices is first one is keep them short, also design with clear objects, and also allow time for true or accurate data. And also the last one is follow up may be needed. My another topic is questionnaires. The questionnaires is useful for collecting statistical data from the large number of respondents. There is the lot of conditions about this. Some key conditions is brevity, objectives, and follow-ups. Brevity, keep them short and focused. And also the objective is designed around clear objectives and data needed. And the last one is follow-ups. Be prepared for multiple follow-ups. The another topic is economical simulations and uniformity and thoughtful response. Economical, it is less skill and cost than interviews. And also the next one is simulations. It is the administered for of too many at once. And the uniformity is consistent questions for all. And the truthful response is respondent have time to conditioner answer. That's all for me. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Mihir Nigar. My ID is 232-15075. Now I am going to my slide, and this slide is about questionnaires. a method often used to collect statistical data from a large number of people. Key consideration: brevity. Keep the question short and clean so participants don't get confused. Objectives: this question should serve a specific purpose based on our research goal. Follow-up: something answer need clarification, so we may plan follow-up question. Highlight the advantages. Economical, cheaper and require less training than interview. Uniformity, everyone get the same set of questions so responses are comparable. Simultaneous, we can collect answer from many people at once. Thoughtful response, since it is not face-to-face response, we can take time. Now let's look at questionnaires alternatives. There are two main ways we can design our questions depending on the kind of data we want to collect. First is unconstructed. An unconstructed questionnaire is open-ended. It allows respondents to answer freely in their own word, without restriction. This encourages spontaneous and detailed response. For example, asking how do you feel about online shopping lets people express their opinions in different ways. And the second one is structured. Structured questionnaires have a fixed format and ordering. The order of questions stay the same for all respondents. It can include yes or no questions, multiple choice, ranking, rating, or even open-ended questions with specific guidelines. Conclusion: information gathering is a crucial foundation for successful system analysis. It ensures that analysts fully understand the current system, user needs, business process, and potential challenges before designing solutions. By applying methods such as interviews, questionnaires, observation, and document review, analysts can collect accurate and relevant data. Ultimately, it bridges the gap between the problem identification and solution design. That's all. Thank you.